So when people ask me about cryptocurrency, everyone seems to be asking whether it's too late or not too late to enter into the cryptocurrency market. Well, I'm going to give you some facts here, and I hope you really see it. And I'm going to show you why it is not too late. There's still a chance, okay? But you need to act very fast, because we are about to enter the season where cryptocurrencies are about to peak again. You see, everything is a cycle. This is why people say that financial markets are fractal. Things tend to repeat themselves. And I'm just going to talk about bubbles, because I think the analysts do say that cryptocurrency is in the biggest bubble ever. It's even larger than the tulip mania that was in 1637, when a tulip could buy a house. So you see what happens in patterns of manias is this: the market tends to go up, and then there's like a mini crash. Well, during here it looked like a crash, some kind of fake out, and then it goes up to the moon. Okay, literally it goes in to the moon before it crashes. Now let's look at NASDAQ 1999, which is similar like that. Market goes up, fake. Well, there's a fake move downward. It was actually a crash at that time. If you put it into perspective, this was caused by long-term capital management, and then suddenly it goes up again to the moon before going down to a crash. So I would think that we are in this phase here, okay? We're in this phase here, and we're about to rocket again. In both cases, yeah, there will be a very sharp move to the upside. But in order to adjust to this, in order to take advantage of this, I'd like you guys to change your thinking on asymmetric trading. Because in symmetric trading, say you have 10,000, could be US dollars, could be ringgit or whatever, and when you trade, you're hoping to make what? 20% a year, which is 2,000. Asymmetry is very different. What you want to do is, if you have 2,000, then in order to take advantage of this big move or this big move, you're hoping for it to go 5, 10, 15 times higher. So you stand to make, if it goes 5 times 10,000, or if it goes 10 times 20,000. You understand me on that? So you have to be willing to spread it out in a portfolio that has very good choices, so that 1 or 2 can go 5x or 10x or even 20x or even up to 100x. Then it really does not matter what happens to the rest of your choices in your portfolio. So let's see what's going on in the recent cryptocurrency market. This is on 17th May. You see here, this is the market cap here. It's now 382 billion. So let's just go and see this. And let's see how the charts look like. So do you see that? It goes up, it goes down, and then it looks like it goes up and down again. Now, I would think, now putting it back on the Tulip Mania and on the NASDAQ charts, I would think that we are currently now here on this fake out. And then what we're going to do after this is we're going to hit the moon like that, okay? Something like that. I think the market cap will go over 1 trillion. This was already 800 billion. And then when it's over 1 trillion, it could literally overshoot. And you know, this is called the moon in cryptocurrency terms, before we correct again. So once again, I think we are here in the cryptocurrency market, which is similar to here, and here during the tulip bubble and also the NASDAQ. So really we really have far a way to go now. I think the game has just started. So let's see some coins. You know, we always say in cryptocurrency, oh, I wish I had invested several years ago or whatever. But I think there's always a chance, and I'm going to show you real evidence that yes, even you can do it, getting the 10, 20, 40, even 100 times gain. So this is a chart of Bitcoin Plus. It's now $52.30. You saw it high here. Yeah, it went above what, $160. But had you bought in September 2016, it was only $148. And if you had bought earlier in October 2015, it was only $50. 15 cents. So can you just imagine that had you bought it at around 148, and then it became 160 or whatever, because we're not going to get out from the high. Okay, we usually will not be able to get out from the high. So 160 divided by 148 is about 160 divided by 148 is about 108 times. So just imagine that if you put $2,000 here, you put $2,000 here, it would be $216,000 in our example just now. Now, isn't that great? I think this is the opportunities that you want. Now, just imagine that had you waited, you were here and you invested earlier and you invested at only 15 cents. Now, this is going to go crazy, guys. This is going to just blow your mind away. $160 divided by 15 cents, then your investment would go up 1,066 times. Just imagine your 1,000, you don't even need 2,000, okay? Your $1,000 or ringgit, whatever now, would be more than $1 million. So you could have been a millionaire within 2 years, and that was it, okay? So, yeah, you might say that these opportunities are few and far between. Yes, they are, and that's why you need a good guru like me, Darth Vader or Crypto Vader. You can see me on my YouTube channel to really teach you the ropes, because I'm one of the few that have actually done it. So here is an example of what we do. We call our formula for asymmetric trading Maganda. What you're really looking to do, guys, is you're looking to multiply your Ether. Okay, now I'm going to show you an example here, and you're going to laugh at me, but I'm okay. I'm just going to show you that it is really, really very early. So don't be like me when I just started. You know, I thought it was a little late, like you guys too. So here, I did put in 2017. This was around August, September 2017. I put in 7 Ether. I put in 5 Ether into Chainlink and 2 Ether into Vibe Hub. Now it's known as Vibe. So this 7 Ether grew into 17 Ether in profit. So my 7 Ether grew into 24 Ether because, you know, I have the original capital of 7, and now it's added to 17 Ether profit. So that's based on US dollars. That's about 21,000 profit, because at that time Ether was around 300 US or around 1,200 ringgit. So the ROI was this. Okay, my money multiplied from ringgit 7,791 to 28,971 for 263% ROI. So initially I wanted to duplicate this from 10K to 20K in the first round. Of course, we exceeded expectations by over 9,000 because it is almost 30,000 ringgit. So again, I want you to really, really remember this. Our goal in life is that if you have Ether or Neo or Quantum, whatever, we just want to grow more of it, okay? We really want to grow more of it while recovering our base, our capital here. And then, more importantly, we want to grow this more and more and more. Of course, you will then put this in other investments, which will generate for you even more and more Ether. So let's just look at what happened to Vibe Hub, and to show you that this was really, really very early in the game. So I went into Vibe Hub, and let's go look at Vibe. And I went in at ICO, okay, guys. I went in at ICO. It's 20 cents now. Okay, let's look what happened, okay. I went in somewhere around here, probably 00, about 4 cents. And last year, it went up to about 180, okay. What is it? No, it went up to 240. So you can just imagine that I got out at 5 times, okay. I got out at 5 times only. I thought I had done very well because, as usual, I heard to all the fun, oh, this is coming to the end, you got to get out. I got out 5 times. But had I kept it for a little bit longer, 2 months longer, I would have gotten this, okay? And I would have gotten this amount of returns. Let's just calculate it. Yes, I'm embarrassed, but it's okay. I'm embarrassed for you, and I hope you come into my community. I would have gotten this. I would have gotten, wow, what was that? 0 divided by 0.04. Yeah, I would have gotten 60 times. 60 times, guys, 60 times instead of 5 times. That means my 2 Ether would have gone to 120 Ether. I probably got it at a price lower than that. Now, at that time, 2 Ether was only 300 US, so this was only about 600 US dollars. 120 Ether at the end of the year was very, very big. So yeah, this is not actually 120 Ether. It would have gone up 60 times, which is about 600 times 60 times 60 is about 36,000. Okay, 36,000. And this is where the differentiation you have to make. The 2 Ether didn't go to actually 120 Ether. It went less than that because at that time Ether was around 1,300. So yeah, it only went up by 27 times, but in terms of fiat, it went up like 120 times. And this is what you have to appreciate about cryptocurrency, because if you increase your collection of Ether, and obviously I did, I started with 2 Ether here. I went out at 5 Ether, silly me, but it grew to over 27 Ether, okay? It grew to over 27 Ether. And when I bought Ether, it was only 300. And at the end of the year, beginning of the year in January, Ether pumped to 1,300, and that's why you get the 60 times gain in terms of fiat currencies. Now, you'll be able to do that soon through my guidance, and here I'm going to show you some evidence of how I eventually did it. Yes, the story has a very happy ending, so just before we go to that, I'm just going to describe to you my methodology. Our methodology is really to go into ICOs, because that's where I think you get large gains from 10 times to 100 times for us to become millionaires. Whereas in trades, you get smaller gains from 3 times to 10 times. This is good for building the base, okay? So you can build a base here and go from smaller trades to ICOs in order for you to make the big money. However, in our adjusted method, we use trades and bounties to generate capital to put in ICOs. So you can go straight to ICOs, or you can go straight smaller gains here in trades, or you can even use bounties, getting free tokens and getting free capital, and then putting it in ICOs. Of course, if you put in more money into ICOs up front, then it is very, very good. So there are 2 methodologies to do this. You can either go straight to ICOs and then use access to go to trades in small terms, or you can start from trading using small capital and even go for bounties, which don't cost you anything, just cost you the effort, and then you put this money into ICOs to get the 10 to 100 times gain. So this is what I did last year. I put in 20,000 US or 80,000 ringgit, okay? And I put it into 2 main portfolios here. The first one was Red Pulse Neo, and sorry, there's another one called DBC, Deep Brain Chain, and 80,000 subsequently grew into 1 million ringgit, okay? 80,000 ringgit or 20,000 US dollars, let's put that in blue, eventually grew into eventually grew into 1 million US here. 1 million US. This is in USD. I'm sorry here, this is actually 4 million ringgit. This is 4 million ringgit, because this is in ringgit terms. So this is how we grew it, and you can see here at the end of the day, the Neo, I had over 250,000 US or 1 million ringgit, slightly more. And you look at the Ether here, which eventually grew into at the peak, okay, I had about 684 Ether. So I took the snapshots as the Ether, as the number of Ether was really growing, okay. So let's see, so I eventually had about 680 Ether times about 1,300 US dollars per Ether. That translates to around, let's go and get the calculations now, 680 Ether times 1300, that's about 884,000. So you see 884,000 US here, this is US dollars, plus 253,000 US dollars, this is 884, translates to over, it's about 1.1 million. So that's how we multiplied the thing, because we had two currencies that we were doing, and this was Neo. Okay, Neo, we were multiplying a lot of Neos. Yeah, that's how Neo looks like. And also we were multiplying on this side Ethereum. So we were focused on ICOs for Ethereum and also for Neo. And of course, this year we're going to focus on ICOs for other types of currencies. So that's the story of going from 80,000 to 4 million, or US 20,000 to US million. Let's move on to the next slide now. So, another strategy that we use a lot is through hard work. You can even get tokens for free. This is an example of where we actually studied, me and my group, we studied, and we put in several applications for bounties. So for ontology, you could get about 1,000 ont per registration. So some students got around 2,000 on, and they made around 20,000 US dollars. That's 80,000 ringgit. That's a lot of money. Here's an example of where I became a pre-sentinel for an ICO called Sentinel Chain. This is only in May, so I've been awarded like 39,800 tokens. Here, 19,800 and 20,000 later, and this is worth US 5,572 dollars, or RM 22,000, and that's good money that will multiply in the future, because I am pretty sure that good tokens such as Sentinel protocol will go up. So just imagine if this grows up 4 times, that means I would have made ringgit Malaysia 88,000 ringgit just through my efforts, or just divide that by 4, that's about 22,000 US. Now this is another example of it's not Sentinel protocol. Okay, this is Sentinel Chain. So in this example, I basically wrote an article for Sentinel Chain, my LinkedIn. As a result, I got more tokens and was put in the higher tiering than a lot of other people who applied for the ICO. And the result of working this bounty, I made an additional 13,000 ringgit, or US 3,250. And this is through the effort of writing. So there are many ways to make money, and there are many ways to make extra money. And we teach all of you this in our course in Jemaah Darth Vader. So if you join us, this is what we can offer. We have live sessions, and this is delivered through Zoom in Kuala Lumpur, Troika, or you can come face to face in my condominium there. It's in the KLCC Park, in a very prestigious area in Malaysia, and we record all sessions, and you can watch the summary sessions there, and you can come in as many times if you want. Okay, you can come into the recorded session, you can come into the live sessions also when we have it. In addition to that, because we have now made quite a name for ourselves, we are able to enter ICO pools at a very discounted price. We also get good deals from some of our private ICO deals that can go up like 20 times, by the time it goes to ICO and all that. And this is the magic of getting in early, that when it does goes to ICO, when it gets listed, and then you can get out. And now we have the opportunities to grow with the company if you guys join us, because we are about to set up an operation in Malta, a fund in Malta, and we're also doing an exciting project there. Malta is really for the regulation part. So not only can you make money trading, you can also make money. Okay, you can also make money through joining the company and doing a lot of work for us. So when you have the time, just go to YouTube. Das Zion is our YouTube channel, and please contact us in the links below. And we're waiting to hear you, and we're waiting for you on the inside to go to 1 million and go to the double moon. Okay, guys, we say here double moon. This is very unique, because to us, you can make money not only through trading, but also you can make money through the company as the company goes. Okay, guys, bye-bye for now.